Hey guys, this is Shannon at Coldwell Banker Apex in Tyler, Texas. Haven't done a video in a while, so it's time to check in and do that. I'm working an open house this afternoon, so I have some quiet time right now, waiting for people to get here. So that's what I want to talk to you about, is open houses. A seller, why do I have an open house? Well, you're getting people in to look at your house. That's your first thing. Are you going to sell your house that day, like on TV? Probably not. However, I think, for 2 hours, if you get 6 or 10 showings in 2 hours, that's great. The next thing is my sellers say, oh my gosh, it's only going to be my neighbors. They're just nosy. They want to see my stuff. Yes, your neighbors will probably come over, but that's not a bad thing. That's still eyes on your property. Who else is going to know a person that wants to move in? That neighbor may go to work and somebody says, I'm looking for a house. They're like, man, I wish you were my neighbor. And you still get that publicity, so don't let that worry you. I do say on these kind of weekends, I have learned my lessons the hard way. It's in East Texas. I learned to check the football schedule before I schedule an open house. If this is in the middle of a Cowboys game or a Chiefs game here, probably not the best time. So be strategic on your timing. Oh, it's just looky-loos. Buyers do come to open houses. That's often the first step they take in looking at property. I advise people, if they're saying, I'm thinking about it, I don't know what I want to do yet, I don't know where I want to live yet. That's what open houses are for. They're great for that. And I have received that offer on Monday morning from a buyer that came by the open house. They went home, they called the realtor they've been working with, and they wrote the offer. So it is well worth your time to let your agent have that open house. And for buyers going to open houses, like I just said, this is a good way to see a lot of neighborhoods rather quickly, pretty low pressure. The agent in there will probably ask you some questions. Don't worry about that too much. They often ask you, are you working with an agent? And that's a question you can answer or not, I guess. If you have signed a buyer's agency, please be upfront about that. Another thing to think about, take notes, take those flyers. I will say, do sign in. And the reason I usually ask people to sign in is, one, it's just so I can keep count of who's here. It is strangers coming into the house, and I do keep track of who's there. The other reasons, I'll send you a thank you note in the next few days after an open house. Anyway, I just thought I'd chat with you about open houses. I think I see some cars pulling up, so it's time for me to get to work. Thanks.